Good evening, everybody. I nearly forgot I was on then. Right, I'll straight off. I'll bring the reprobates in. And we've got Mark.
It was his fault, and he helped.
Yeah, so we've got Mark, and we've got Dale at Mission Control at Whitley Bay. Just getting ready for the SN10 launch tonight. So if you want to watch that after my live, go to Everyday Astronaut on YouTube, and it should be a good watch. Or you can go over and watch Steve and Rob on the podcast, and they've got Barbara Dillon tonight, who is an absolute master when it comes to multi-axis turning. Should be a very good interview.
Without wanting to detract from what is an excellent podcast, you can watch it after the live launch. Just saying.
Right then. So what am I doing tonight? So I recently joined the challenge group on Facebook, which is YTCCC21, which I think is YouTube cross-channel challenge. And the challenge for this month is water. And I thought, well, that'd be nice and easy. I'll just do a water drop bowl. And I thought, nah, I've done that. Quite a few of them. So this one is going to end up being titled Ripple. And hopefully you will see why once I get it done.
Oh.
So I'm going to be doing some, not multi-axis, but multi-center turning on this. Move the keyboard out the way, move the tailstock. This could go all wrong, and this could go flying off the lathe.
Backstage, you have a
page.
You have a Paganini yelling cacao.
There we go.
Dear God. Really?
Yeah, that was Jamie's normal smile, by the way.
I've got a call coming in.
Go on, Dale, you go for it.
What am I doing? Oh, I'm going to read them all out, am I?
Yeah.
Right, here we go. I think tonight's going to be a decidedly moist. So we have the decidedly moist, give us about water. Decidedly moist, Andy H. The decidedly drippy, Barry Chitty. We've got the leaky roof on Barry's in the shed. We've got the wet through Brian at Hartwood Tunnan. We've got the clinging to you Clive at Rogerson. We've got Country Wood Girl, who's positively drenched. We've got David Eisenhower, who's going to go out in the rain soon and have to wear his wellies. This is going off piece here, guys. We've got David Miller, who's a bit damp. We've got Don McKee, who's clearly going for a swim later on. We've got Gerald the French Woodturner, who's apparently skinny dipping with Robert Hodgepodge Woodworks. Where are we now? Oh, I've lost track. It's all gone wrong. We've got James Crawford, Jennifer's Crafting Creations, Diggy's Shed, John Foster, Lawrence Bagita, some fat bloke from Maple Tree Studios, Martin at Woody's Creations. We've got Mike Hugh, the hobby woodturner from Elminster, Nick Castle, Peter Park Woodturner, Phil Abraham, Robert Dolman. We have the ever-lovely Robert Lapsley, the ever-lovely Sebastian Ossenhofer, the decidedly soggy Steve Ash, the Learner Turner. We've got the Rescue from Hypothermia, Blue Light Turner's Workshop. We've got Lewis the Klondike Craftsman. We've got Trevor P, the Hobby Wood Turner. We've got the Wet Through Wayne the Wood Turner. We've got the Even Wetter Through Wayne YV Woodshed. And the Wood Wizardry by Colin has clearly got that moment from Fantasia with all the buckets and stuff. Kind of thing. There will be people I've missed. I'm sorry. I will be corrected. Just shout out if we miss it. And yes, remember, folks, if you have a question for Wayne, prefix it QQQ or prefix it with All Hail the Wood Jedi, and we'll absolutely make sure we get it read out to you.
Katie, the Cornish maid's in. Hi, Katie. Just come in.
IDR Wood Turning's here. Yes.
Well, as you can see, I'm turning quite a bit of air tonight. I'm just wanting to get this flattened off if I can.
Is it down the promenade or out on the main high street?
Paul Smith is in. Hi, Paul. Lionel Poojas and David Nichol are in. Hi, guys. And Stephen Gordon.
That'll do, I think. I'm not really bothered about getting this sanded and nice and smooth because I am going to be hitting it with the angle grinder in a bit. Right, I'll just put some wee designs in this.
A little bit of an update, Win. I'm told that they're going ahead now with engine chill. You know, so it looks like Elon's flipping you the bird, man. You know, I mean, we'll keep an eye on that.
You should know not to mess with Wayne.
We'll have to have words with Elon.
This is not the Raptor you're looking for.
81 in already, Wayne.
Excellent. Cheers, guys.
Chris Glanville's in.
How is everybody?
Good, thanks.
Good Lord.
How are you, Joe?
Jimmy?
Yeah, not bad, considering I had a box of shavings turn up in my bedroom today.
Well,
I only wanted a couple of drill bits and decided to open up the box in my whilst laying in bed today. And I got a bed full of shavings.
God.
Was there a horse's head in there with it?
Yeah.
No.
Mark said the other day that I hope he doesn't open this in the house.
Not only in the house, but in my blooming bed.
I'm thinking it was a setup.
Wayne
Yeah.
told me to do it.
Don't worry, I've saved the shavings. They're coming back to you.
They're not so much shavings as a bowl blank. Just some assembly may be required.
The dehydrated.
Oh, right, okay. But I'm going to mix the shavings with some glitter.
Uh-oh.
Note to self, open all parcels in garage.
Seth from Brickhouse is in. Hi, Seth. How are you, mate?
Evening, Seth. Evening.
Lionel's in.
Right.
The sawdust will go with the cobwebs, says Scott from Blue Light Tunnels Workshop. JP?
Move that back.
Yeah, there you go. What I might do is just underneath the sellotape, I might put small bags of mica powder. So as he cuts through the sellotape, it breaks a bag of mica powder.
Oh. Neil Gold's in. Question from John Scarborough. He says, what are you making tonight again, Wayne?
Right. It's a bit of a sort of wall hanging or freestanding piece. It's part of the YouTube cross channel challenge 21 thing. This month's challenge is water. So this is representing ripples.
Joe's in, and Glenn.
Like a wheel within a wheel. Tonnage Dubois in. Hello, Joe.
Hello,
Mr. Getz,
Joe.
have you got your card yet? Have you got your card yet? Hey.
Wacky Works Workshop's in.
All right, so that's the first one. That's been done on center. So what we're going to do now is change this over.
Glenn wants to know, are you going to cut it into 3 pieces?
No, it's not going to be a triptych.
All hail the pole master. I was talking to you, Mark, here. How did the burr turn?
It came out very well, thank you.
Yeah.
Who's that from?
I promise that wasn't a setup. Question. Says they have a lovely Joe. She asks, what is the wood?
Ash. Tree wood. Now I'm going to turn the speed right down. I'm only just missing the bed bars at the bottom there. So I'll turn the speed right down and see
Sebastian Ossenhofer wanted to know what tool you were using, please.
That's quarter-inch bore gouge. Bloody switch is acting up again.
They're definitely going for this in the next 5 or 10 minutes, Wayne.
Oh, were they?
Yeah, it looks like it. They've run full engine chill now.
Wait, get a couple of bowls turned out in that time.
Yeah, but this might be a very short live because the bloody switch is acting up on me late.
Oh, I had no partner.
It's something to do with doing live shows, Wayne. My towel's still laid up on mine.
Gerald the French Tunnel saying, "All hail the Wood Jedi. Can you show how off-center the piece is, please? Perhaps a tailstock view, perhaps?"
Oh, yeah, no bother. There you are.
Oh, wow, look at that.
See how quick he done that? And he didn't use a touch portal.
Right, let's see what sort of speed I can get this up to.
Touchy, come on.
It's just an alternative method for less expense. Still works.
Oh. No,
just like carbide.
Yes, it is. No, it isn't.
This.
No, it isn't. If you come here for question. There was a long discussion the other evening. RE lays with or without reverse capability for sanding. A cheap two-way drill would achieve the same result, wouldn't it? Asks Mike Q.
Very likely.
Yeah, it can sand in reverse.
Question. No, at the chuck. I meant how did do the off center?
Oh, the off center. Oh, I've got right. With the way that I do the off centers, or the way that I mount my pieces most of the time, is that I've got a drill. I'll show you on a different chuck, but I've got a drill the same size as the outside of the jaws on my chuck. So I just drill three chucking points with a rather large force and a bit. I think the one I used for this particular chuck is 60 mil. So I use a rather large force and a bit and just drill 3 holes.
You got 96 people watching, Wayne, and
Cheers, guys.
I just want to invite people to go over to the community tab over on my channel, whether it was a discussion or argument, however you want to say it, where me and Wayne were discussing flavoured coffee, and you can put in your vote at the moment. So far, Wayne is actually winning. And there's been 54 votes as to whether you preferred flavoured coffee or not.
You see.
So it's 59% to 41%. With 54 votes.
My vote.
You've already done it. I'm sure Mark's actually gone and set up about 4 or 5 different accounts to troll me.
I'm for flavoured coffee.
Oh, of course you are. Yeah, go and use 4 or 5 different accounts to troll Wayne then, Mark.
Yeah, thank you. I'm the one that gets the abuse for saying I like flavoured coffee.
You should do. It's an
Only
abomination.
from Wayne.
Oh wait, I'm backing up the Wood Jedi here.
I never abuse anybody.
Question.
I'm not.
Do you change cameras, Wayne?
What is the best finish following Joe Sonia paints? Used them for the first time today. Trevor P. Hobby Turner is asking, what is the best finish following Joe Sonia paints?
Once they're dried properly, you can just use wax. If you don't want to use wax, use a nice gloss lacquer.
For your information, Wayne, we are at T-minus 35 seconds.
Oh my god.
He's serious. It looks like they're going to go.
You got a link now, so I can watch it as well.
Don't, folks, if you're going to go to this link here, it's got to be just a momentary sort of lapse and run it on the side of the screen. This is the SN10 launch, Jamie, and that's with what about it?
He's just lit the fires. Yorkshire Kid is asking, is that a proper stream deck, Wayne?
Yeah.
They're off. Oh no.
Nope.
Still on the pad.
I'm looking at the new Honda Jazz. That's an advert. I was like, I'm making them rockets look like a car.
They've not, definitely not, they've aborted it at fire for whatever reason.
I see. He must have got me email.
He definitely hasn't, mate. So we're all still with you. There was a definite confused look in everybody's face.
Right. Let's undo that, and I'll go on to the third centre.
YouTube obviously notified Elon that you were on, so he
bottled
aborted.
it. I reckon he bottled it. He got the message. He got the message from Wayne saying, "Look, the only musky thing around here is
Wayne's aftershave."
Wayne's aftershave.
Or the shite.
Mm-hmm. Eau de toilette or water for your toilet.
Looks like Wayne's going to have to send something flying now.
Oh, good evening, Wood Jedi. Mark Dale GP says Steve Jobbins. State and Grooves in.
Hi, Steve. Ivy Woodshed's in. Hi, Ivy.
He said Ivy earlier. We decided he was wet.
Oh, right.
You weren't listening. Just keen. Too bloody keen, lad. Too keen. Hashtag Nerf gun for Joe.
Yeah, there you go.
Sebastian Ossenhofer says, by now my lathe would have made it to the next room and probably already halfway upstairs.
So there we go. That's the 3 lots of ripples. Not sure better on the tailstock.
So crop circles.
Yeah. Right, so what I'm going to do now, just around the outside, is use the angle grinder with the Arbortech cutter on there. Just lock off that. I'm actually going to, once I find out where it is, that one. Yeah, I'll pull the plug on the lathe because I've got a nasty habit of when I've got the headstock locked, I've got a nasty habit of switching the lathe on.
Gerard the French turner says, all hail the Wood Jedi. When the master has a moment, can we see the back of the piece to see the hollow for the off-center, please? Pretty, please.
Right, I might show you that the back of it is actually a bit of a mess, because I was going to be doing 5 centers, and then when I drilled the hole for the 5 centers, obviously the chuck wouldn't tighten. So it's the back's a wee bit of a mess, but yeah, I'll show it once I've done the front, just to show that I do cock up. Well, I cock up quite a lot of the time.
$100 in.
We stopped at T minus 0000.1.
Turn this round a bit.
Steve Ellis asked, would you have been able to achieve faster speed on the VB?
Yes, easily.
If you'd drilled holes in the middle of them, Wayne, you could have done some droplets.
Sorry, Jamie, I missed that.
If you had drilled holes in the middle of them, you could have put some droplets in there.
Oh yeah, Could have done, couldn't I?
And Joe says, question. Could you see the Axminster off center they sell? Did you see?
Could you use the Axminster off-centre chuck for base hill?
No, they went again.
Sorry, Dale, I missed that one.
The Axminster, Gerald was asking a question. Have you seen the off-centre chuck that Axminster sell?
Yeah, I've got it. The eccentric chuck.
Yeah.
That one.
Oh,
That's the
yeah.
one.
I want that one.
Do you?
I want that one.
My word.
There we go.
Le
So what I'll
Baggy's
do
off.
now,
See you later, Katie.
I'll just give that
Bye.
a quick going over with some cellulose sand and sealer. And then we'll just let that dry off.
104 in, Wayne.
Excellent. What time are we on?
It is now 21 minutes past the 8 o'clock. It looks like the naughty boys and girls may have been sneaking in, whether or not they were doing a bit of an engine test. It's gone a bit sort of Now they're having a bit of a check to see if they can go ahead and launch again today.
All right.
That will be intriguing to see. Yes.
What they're really doing is waiting for Wayne to finish.
Yeah.
Could be. Could be. JP Woodwork is giving us super. It says Elon Musk's music is better than yours.
Yeah. That'd be right.
He's got great taste in books, though.
Rex B's asking, is the VB better due to its weight?
Yeah, it's. I mean, the weight of it is. In fact, I don't think it's as heavy as Mark's lathe, to tell you the truth. But it's just in one pillar. It's a pillar drill, a pillar lathe.
Bowl lathe.
As they say, more cushion for the pushing.
You're loony. All hail the wood Jedi, says. All hail the wood Jedi, says Douglas Mungham. What are your thoughts on drying wood in the microwave? Don't get caught, I think would be the first one.
Yeah, get your own microwave to start off with. Have I still got mine? I think I've binned mine because I never used it. It was just taking up space.
That camera's way off, Wayne. Oh, yeah, okay.
There we go.
Yeah, it works. You've just got to be careful.
Looks very Jerry Anderson, says young Steve Ellis. He may have said something prior to that, and I missed it.
Right, Ebenezer lacquer.
Let it be known that Ebenezer lacquer does not work on boots.
Oh, I've got it. I've caught up with you, Steve. Now it's the rocket. Yes, very. Very tinted.
Oh, that one's empty.
The Yorkshire
giving
Get
you
is offer you a super chat. He says better than Elon's practice launch.
Cheers, Glenn.
Glenn, you should get on the blower to Elon and say, hello, Musk. Look, I've got the very thing for polishing your Starship. Microfine Yorkshire grip. There's your problem. I'll send you over a truckload for polishing your Starships with. Get all the scratches out.
Douglas Mungham says it looks like it has a face in the middle. That's a bit.
I thought it looked like an owl.
Like somebody else said they thought it looked like a cat.
Moves like a fish, stays like a cat.
Right. Now, what I'm going to do is very carefully put this back onto the center point. Oh, I was going to show you the mess on the back, wasn't I? Right. So I had a bit of a nightmare doing this, but the three sort of things you can see right across the middle there, that's the 3 points that I was holding the piece on the chuck with.
So everyone agrees with you. You've shattered their illusions. You've gone down to 23 people watching. Yorkshire Get says that looks like a bit of ash to me.
It is.
Martin at Willie's Creation says he's seeing the ripples.
Yeah, there's lots of ripples in this. Right, what I'm doing here, I'm just putting it back on the lathe, and I'm going to turn it very slowly, just to get it dried off. Mind you, it might help if I plug the lathe back in.
It could help. That might have been why the switch weren't working.
There we are. Just leave that running, just for a couple of minutes. Just till it dries the lacquer off. And while that's doing that, I'll get some paint. Red, violet, turquoise, and red.
Because I'm not old enough to remember, obviously, is Jerry Anderson the creator of Thunderbirds?
Yes.
Not old enough to remember.
XL5, Stingray, Thunderbirds, Terrahawks, Space 1999, Joe 90, UFO, to name but a few.
My dad used to watch that all the time.
Which one?
I don't know. If my dad used to watch that all the time and Mark sarcastically made that comment, that must make Mark in his 60s.
Mark's in his 70s, mate. We know that. Everything after that was just fibs for the audience.
Excuse me, I'm in my early 30s.
No, you're not.
Early
you were born
30s,
in the 19.
Yeah.
You were born in the 1930s.
The youngest one in this panel.
No, you're not. Don't talk poo. 1930s you were born. We know this. Terry told me. Douglas Mangum says, who made XL5? That was Mr. Jerry Anderson himself. And Captain Scarlet, says Steve Ellis. Very true. Boom, 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 boom.
Right, so this is getting painted. Oh, wrong camera again.
Gerald reckons I'm showing my age. No, Gerald, I feel that among many things, what it is just a head filled with pointless trivia.
So, around the outside, I'm just going to brush on some Joe Sonia's Violet Iridescent.
Oh. Can we call this a Prince piece?
Just trying to get it.
Purple peas. Purple peas. No? Oh, well, shall then.
Purple peas.
Huey's in. Hiya, Huey.
Sure.
Go compare. Go compare. There's Shaganista.
So I just saw Jaffa on the floor a minute ago with no feet. So at some point he's fallen off the. Some point he's fallen off the off the plug socket.
He's been stolen.
He's legless.
He's legless. Yeah, maybe I should call him Wayne from now on.
He'll have concussion. He'll have landed on his head.
Yeah. His feet
Seth has got my back.
Shavings.
He chuckled at the purple piece part. You know, good man. Question. What is Wayne's favourite show of all time?
Favourite show of all time? Sorry, too many to choose from.
NCIS. Probably. Be up there.
It's certainly one of them, but yet again, when you go back, way back, there was loads and loads of others throughout the years.
Sonia tells us that Space 1999
what about
was
movie,
her favourite.
Wayne?
Oh, there's that many movies. I've got to say, just purely for one of the one-liners, Con Air.
Con Air. Yeah.
My favourite TV show of all time, I think I'll have to think about, but my favourite movie of all time was very simply A Matter of Life and Death with David Niven in it from 1948.
Yeah,
Remains one of my favourite movies, and it's on the stairs. Yeah,
on the stairs. Yeah, I remember that. I don't remember it coming out.
Yeah,
Richard the Beard 16's in.
Hello, Rich.
Hi, Rich.
Hello, Rich. Blake 7, folks, has been mentioned. QQ. What about CSI, the early stuff? The
the early stuff. Yeah,
Gus Grissom stuff. In terms
Only
of
Fools and
TV show,
Horses.
favorite TV show, probably The Secret Life of Machines. I think.
I think my favorite ever TV show would be The West Wing.
That's a hospital one, isn't it?
No, it's about the White House.
Oh, right, okay.
With Charlie Sheen as the president.
Shawshank Redemption, the original Papillion, says the Yorkshire Gap.
Glyn has put Shawshank Redemption. That's a good film.
Game of Thrones, says the Beard.
One of my favourite films was a film called The Last Castle.
Joe, the French Turner, has some taste.
Oh, yeah,
He's come away with The Longest Day.
Castle. Who was in that? Was that Robert Redford?
Robert Redford.
Yeah.
I quite like The Longest Day, Gerald.
Mark, I think it was Charlie Sheen's dad who was in The West Wing.
Martin Sheen.
The Sweeney, The Green Mile, UK House of Cards. UK House of Cards was excellent. Green Mile was had again.
Platoon was another good one.
Nick Castle. Wayne, you need to read this. Nick Castle was saying the TV show When the Boat Comes In.
When the Bird Comes In.
Dance for your daddy, sing for
1970, I think that was 1975 through to 1981, I think that was.
Yep.
Another good set of programs was Yes Minister and Yes Prime Minister. They were excellent.
The Prisoner.
Only Fools and Horses.
Pulp Fiction for movies from Steve Jobs. Green Miles, good call.
Yeah, Green Miles, good call.
I can
all
name
the Lord of the Rings
5
films.
I can name a top 5 movies with no effort. Number 2 is a 1971 adaptation of The Andromeda Strain, which was just
Soylent Green was
awesome.
quite good.
It's good. It's definitely been Soylent Green would have been in the top 10.
So I can't remember the name of the film, but there was
Still
a film that starred
David.
Matthew Broderick, and it was about a load of lab chimps, and they were learning to fly. They were training them to fly, and every time they went into this special training facility, one of them ended up passing away. And actually, one of them was named after one of the Thunderbirds. I can't think what it was. One of the main Thunderbirds.
The Thunderbird 1, Thunderbird 2, Thunderbird 3.
The actual characters.
Oh, so like the Tracy Boys.
Yeah.
Or the
what was their name?
Or Lady Penelope, or her butler.
No, it was one of the male ones.
Okay.
I can't think what it's called.
Dark Star movies come up. Bullet. Snatch. It was hilarious. Faulty Towers. Someone said earlier Monty Python, so I would have Monty Python in the top 5 for me. I would definitely have the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy in the top 5. Definitely.
111 in, Wayne.
Grand.
Hung in the air. This purple piece, will hang in the air exactly the same way that bricks don't. The Longest Day gets a mention there by John Foster.
Right. What colour next?
Number 3 for me would be Blade Runner.
Which one?
So I have a soft spot for the film noir original version, which I have on video disc, which has Harrison Ford doing the narration, which has pretty much disappeared from everywhere else. But I would have the director's cut. I know my Blade Runner. I have it on 9 formats.
We'd expect nothing less.
With or without the unicorn dream sequence. So I have a soft spot for the film noir version, which lacks the unicorn dream sequence. But in terms of a movie that I think is more becoming of what the director originally intended, the dream sequence has to be in.
Oh, good shot, Sebastian. Das Boot. Brilliant, that was.
It's a show about wellies, isn't it?
Yeah. It is. Underwater wellies.
Brian's new wellies.
If it wasn't for your drilly, where would you be?
Oh, gold. Haven't got any gold in there.
Just for a second there, you had the answer to life, the universe, and everything in terms of thumbs, Wayne. You had 42 thumbs.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, Taken's another good film.
12 Angry Men, the original black and white 12 Angry Men was an awesome movie, Mo Valley maker. Absolutely awesome.
Right, Pink Floyd, The Wall.
What about it? The movie?
The movie, Pink Floyd, The Wall.
The beard says all the Harry Potter movies. I feel you may be insane.
Grow up.
Feel you may be insane. There's one or two of them are definitely watchable. Lord of the Rings says would riddle back on.
Yeah, I did as well.
So number four for me would be the Wrath of Khan.
I think Terry's just trying to get us to swear.
Terry's asking for Inglorious Bastards. Fight Club from Stuart.
Can't talk about that.
Bullet for the Chase. The Rocky Horror Picture Show. So I could see Mark in the Rocky Horror Picture Show. The question is which character.
Oh, here we go. Really?
Everybody would say Frankenfurter, but I think we're probably somewhere else.
I was thinking more probably like Hairspray.
No, definitely.
What was that one with Bruce Willis and the Wayans brother? Last Boy Scout.
Oh, that was Pap.
Unusual Suspects.
Usual Suspects, yeah.
Frankenfurter. Marquez Frankenfurter. Could be. I see where you come from.
Thank you, Glenn.
Right then. This has ended up being a fairly short live tonight.
Oh. They're still messing around, mate, so I don't know if they've scrubbed. It's very pretty. Very pretty.
Looks like they're venting something out into space.
The Beard 16 is offering Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. I'd like to upgrade my Mark involvement in a movie from the Rocky Horror Show to Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. I feel he could easily be Agent Smith's character in that.
Right, let's get organised here. Put these away up on the shelf.
The Searchers with John Wayne. That's a good movie. Yep, like it.
June. Good film.
I quite enjoyed June.
Glenn says, Wayne, the P45 is in the post already. Lol.
Yeah, I was expecting that, Glenn.
I'll be honest, Glenn, he's not even wearing his P45 t-shirt, so he should ever get a P45 for that.
Yeah, but I'm wearing my Yorkshire Grit smock, though.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so don't bother sending in the P47 then. And the P45 and P46.
Yeah, don't send in a P47. What I'll do is I'll gun up his house.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. Birdman
That's pretty awesome.
So this
very cool.
This one is
does
titled
look like an owl.
Ripples. Okay.
Nice.
Old man.
So photos will be going up on social media tomorrow, and I'll include them on in the challenge group as well.
We could try testing the water. Quick, folks, if you had an easy online way to buy some of Wayne's pieces, would you buy some of Wayne's pieces?
I would.
Good.
That's the original.
That's pretty cool, man.
That I did quite a long time ago. That's the original. I did this one on the VB because the ripples are quite far apart, and I didn't have the swing over the bed. on the Axminster, so I did it on the VB. That one.
Wee. A very effective,
Gerard
very
says
artistic win.
yes.
Yep.
Seth's asking, when did I come up with this idea? It's not an original idea, Seth. It's been loosely borrowed. I think the first person I saw do something similar to this, and his name's gone.
Let him know that
American
Wayne
guy.
loosely borrowed it first.
American guy.
No, Scottish. He lives up in the Highlands beside Gary Lowe.
John, Gary,
Nah.
Gary Lowe.
Gary Lowe's friend.
No, it's not. No, it's not Gary.
I know who
Doesn't
you
matter.
mean.
Doesn't matter.
I know who you mean.
I loosely borrowed it from him. He actually voted. I entered a competition a couple of years ago with general finishes, and I put in one of my water drop bowls in the coloured section of the wood turning, and won it. And he actually voted. He was part of the voting panel. And he voted for it.
Martin Woodhead.
No.
Terry, you're wrong.
Mr. Fitzpatrick.
No. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anyway. But that's where
Wally,
I got the idea
Wally
from
the
him.
Woodturner.
Not Wooly the Wood Turner.
William Wallace.
Up in Aberdeen.
He is up. I'm sure it's Aberdeen he's at. Not that it matters. Doesn't matter anyway. So that's where I got the idea from. None of the stuff that I do is really original because a lot of the time people have done it before. You just might not have seen it.
Young Scott is offering this insight. I'm sneaking a piece of wall art I have from Wayne out to the maker's cabinet. However, the missus still won't release it from the dining room. She loves it.
I think that'll be the piece that's very similar to this.
Oh, yeah.
I think.
Oh, yeah. Cacao.
Right, guys. Sorry, it's a fairly short live
Super
tonight.
fast.
Yeah, but I only turned one side. I didn't have to turn the bottom.
It looks like they're going to retry Win.
Right. Okay. I'm going to go in the
Not
house.
anytime soon, but they're going to retry.
All right.
Today.
Fine.
They're going to retry today.
I think I'll go and get myself a glass of gin.
Get settled.
And get settled. And maybe join in the chat and talk some crap like I did last night.
Woohoo!
Oh, let it be known I've got a bottle of red wine sitting over there, so
let it be known.
So it looks like nobody answered your question, Deal, about buying me stuff.
One person did stuff.
All
so
right.
We'll say that again. So you want to do the spiel, sir? I just thought I'd ask the question about if they could.
Yeah, I mean, if anybody wants to buy my stuff, would you like would you like me to set up something where it'd be fairly easy for you to buy it? I think it'll either be through Facebook. Somebody did mention Instagram last night, but I think.
Yep, it was Instagram. I said you can have an Insta stop.
All right.
Insta shop. You know, lots of pretty pictures, and then you can click buy. Oh yes, this one's quite.
Right then, I'm going to hit the button. I'm going to go in the house, and seeing as how I've finished, Elon might get on with doing something special.
Well, I remember. Can someone send Mark a blue blanket, a light blue blanket, adult size light blue blanket? It's really important.
Got a new stick man.
don't need a light blue blanket. I've got this one.
Light blue blanket, people. You know what I mean? Light blue blanket. Trust me on this one. We need to get them a light blue, fleecy preferably. You know, soft to the touch.
Right, I'm going to hit the button at that point, and I will. Oh, what's happening tomorrow? Is Brian on tomorrow?
Brian's on tomorrow lunchtime. Yes.
If his foot's okay.
Steve and Rob.
Steve and Rob, doing a podcast at 9:30.
Yep.
With Barbara Dill, who is the queen of off-centre turning. She has studied the subject very, very comprehensively.
Should be a good one.
Right, I'm off. I will see you all on Friday. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.